This time I'd like to invite up Norman and Shelly, great friends of Chong.
Hi everyone, I'm Shelly Toole and this is Norm. We're going to stand here together. Come closer. Julie, thank you for asking us to speak about our good friend Keith. We're representing all of his work friends at UCI. Keith and I met back in 1997 at UC Irvine. We worked together in the tiny Department of Electronic Communication Services in the close quarters of 2209 Central Plant. We were a tight group back then. That was before our department grew to over 350 people. Keith made friends easily and with everyone. At some point, I got invited to join Keith and a few coworkers for lunch. Everyone here knows Keith loved food and would eat just about anything, and he usually had a coupon. I ended up lunching with that group only when they were going to a restaurant appropriate for the picky white girl. Something like Fatburger or Fresca's or Rubio's. But I did try Indian food and even had my first ever taste of sushi at lunch with Keith. Our friendship evolved a couple years later when both the Tools and the Chongs were expecting our first babies. Sydney came first, then Ethan 6 months later, Cameron and Jordan a few years after that. 2 girls for the Tools, 2 boys for the Chongs. Our coworker and friend Carol had her 2 boys at the exact same schedule, and all 6 of those kids spent their first 6 years at University Montessori. That left us with many great shared memories of field trips, open houses, holiday performances, Halloween parades, birthday parties, and graduations. When our department moved from Central Plant to URP, Keith and I became small business owners when we launched Snacks. The endeavor turned out to be very lucrative and supplemented both families' pricey Montessori tuition bills. In fact, we kind of got rich. IT people do love their snack foods. Keith has been my personal tech support and my personal shopper for years. He was happy to research and give good advice on any planned electronic purchase, and he especially loved advising on new car purchases. I had the privilege of clearing out Keith's things from his office last week. He dutifully saved every certificate of appreciation and award from his long career at UC Irvine. Earlier this month, and just days before he passed away, was our service award ceremony. And when you reach 25 years of service at UC Irvine, you get a nice gold watch with the university seal on it. I was so sad Keith couldn't be there to get his watch in person and add it to the many watches he collected. The watch is in the back with the other memorabilia from UCI now. In Keith's office that day, among random computer parts, lots of 1980s music CDs, bike parts, car parts, and photos of his family, I found 7 boxes of basically untouched Keith Chong business cards. 7 boxes with about still 250 cards in each box. That's over 1,500 business cards, during which he always had the same email address, the same phone number, the same title, just different locations on our campus. And there are bowls full of Keith's business cards in the back, and I hope you'll take one for your wallet as a reminder of our funny business card collector friend. Keith always said yes when a friend needed a ride to or from the airport, or when you had to drop your car at the mechanics. He was a great listener. He was a very talented programmer. He was kind, considerate, and a caring friend. I admired his relationships with his large extended family. I appreciated his deep love for Julie and their sons. I'm lucky to have had him as my friend for 19 years. And we'll never forget you, Keith, and we'll miss you.
Good morning, my name is Norm. I work with Keith. Just wanted to say, Julie, thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk. Usually, you'll say, "Hola, ¿cómo estás?" That was kind of like the first thing you'd say on my when you called the work phone or my cell phone, and usually it'll be time for lunch or something, or where we go to our favorite hot soup place. And so one of the things that I really remember about Keith is when, at 5 o'clock in the morning, he'd go to the house and open up the garage. When I open up the garage door, and there he is, sipping on his hydration pack. And then he would say, "Oh, where to?" And we'd go out in the South County trails, going mountain biking. And most of the time, we chat about our friends, our families. Both of our kids swim, soccer, or even as simple as when they, what he and Julie ate the night before. And as Shelly's mentioned, he always had a coupon for especially, 2-for-1, especially for these new places. And we'd go out there and go have a good lunch and find out later on that it was only like 3 stars, less than 3 stars on Yelp. But so we figured the coupon was well worth it. Lastly, just wanted to add, Keith, I'll miss you. Thank you for the great memories. It was a fun ride with mountain biking and sharing stories. Thank you so much.